Hi everyone, my name's Simon and welcome back to Walking with YT. In this episode, I'm back on Dartmoor. The route we're going to be doing in this episode is as follows. After an early start and a 3.5 hour drive, we arrive at North Dartmoor and start in Belston Village Car Park. From there, it's a slow and steady climb up to our first tour, which is Cosden Beacon, sitting at 550 metres. From there, there's a relatively easy path down to Little Hound Tor, and we follow that path all the way along again to Hound Tor. The path carries on all the way to Wild Tor, and then we make our way to where we're camping tonight, and that is Steeperton Tor. The next morning we come down the valley and up the other side and head along the ridge line to Oak Tor, carrying along the path all the way to our next tour, which is Higher Tor, and then a short sharp walk from there, Belston Tor, and then back down into Belston village itself. So as you can see, we're hoping to nobble quite a few tours and hopefully have an epic wild camp. So we're making our way up to our first tour, which is Cosden Beacon. I think now's a good time to do some introductions. As you can see, I've got my regular Dartmoor buddy, Monkey. And I'm really, really happy to introduce Dave from Dave Does Hiking. How you doing, Dave?
Thanks, how are you?
Yeah, good, good. Really nice to meet you and for you to come along. It's beautiful. Yeah, so super psyched for this one. And I suppose you could say this is my first collaboration. I think we're about halfway up towards Cosden Beacon now at the moment, which will be our first tour of the day. But yeah, so far so good. We're just basically walking along, having a good chat along the way, having a bit of a catch up. And it's always nice to chat to a fellow YouTuber, a fellow hiker, pick each other's brains that way as well. So it's a really nice walk so far. So earlier when I said we were halfway up to Cosden Beacon,
you lied.
That was wrong. We were nowhere near halfway and we came up, and I then also said that that's the summit of Cosden Beacon, and yet again I was wrong at that too. However, we are very nearly there. Okay, here we are. Cosden Hill or Cosden Beacon, 550 metres. Now, on my tour bagging count, I make this number 28. Now, the book I'm going with is the one I'll put on the screen now. Just in the distance there, you can see Westmill Tor, Yes Tor, Hyrule Hayes, all tours that we've done previously on the channel. Everyone's in good spirits. That was a bit of a blowout to get up here. And so far, a little bit blustery, but nothing to write home about. Conditions are lovely. How are we all feeling, guys, after that one?
Yeah, loads of Christmas cobwebs, right? That's for sure. Mate.
Yeah.
That's a big up.
Yeah.
But it's looking like a lot of down now. Big old slog, isn't it?
It is.
Cosden Beacon.
Yeah.
You never said anything about that, Dave. You never said sort of like,
yeah.
Lads, you prepared for this.
But yeah.
But we're here now, aren't we?
We're here now and we're just taking in the views. Well, we were too busy chatting that we almost walked straight past our next tour. So here we are at Little Hound Tor, and I suppose it's called Little Hound Tor for a reason. Not much to it, 492 metres, and it's tour number 29 of the channel and number 2 today. So we're knocking them off, but I know the sun's in your eyes a bit, but you do get to see some spectacular views from here as well. One of the many stone circles that we have here on Dartmoor. Probably Bronze Age, maybe, who knows. So we've just come off Little Hound Tour to the Stone Circles, and then this is where we part ways with Dave. He's heading back. He's come out for the hike for the day, but he's heading back now. But it's been cracking meeting you, Dave, and
yeah, great to meet you too.
And hope we can do it again soon with a camp out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll sort that out.
Yeah. As we wave goodbye to Dave there, one thing I forgot to mention is, obviously he does have his own channel. It's called Dave Does Hiking. If you go over there and have a look, he's got some fantastic hikes and camps all around Dartmoor, and it is well worth a watch. So give it a look. Okay, so we're just approaching our next tour, and this is Hound Tour at 495 meters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop saying what number tour it is, because to be honest, I'm losing count. How you feeling, Monkey?
Very good, mate. Yeah,
very good.
Happy. You enjoying it today?
Yeah.
I think we've blown a few Christmas cobwebs going up Coston early, straight from the car. That was a bit of an up.
Yeah.
But it's been a lovely walk. I mean, the difference, like Dave was saying, the difference from the other side of Coston, when you're looking down over towards A30 and then you come this side, I mean, it's so remote. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people training, isn't there? We've got a lot of groups out, but it's time of year. Yeah, you can see a group coming up there, and it's either going to be Duke of Edinburgh or, because it's January, there's a competition for those that don't know. There's a competition on Dartmoor called the 10 Tours competition, and you can do 3 routes. You've got 35, 45 and 55 mile, and you've got to do it within 2 days and 1 night. So there's a lot of teams out probably starting to train for that. That's normally, when's that, about April bank holiday? May bank holiday. So people do start training from about now for that. So it's either going to be Duke of Edinburgh or 10 Tours training. We're now crossing the boundary into a Campden firing range. Don't worry, we've checked the schedule. There's nothing going on today. No red flags are flying. And as you can see, just in behind is our next tour. This is Wild Tour. 531 meters. Enjoy the views. Starting to grey up a bit now, but our next tour is just there, and that's where we're planning on staying for the night. So I think we've got plenty of time before there's any serious change in the weather. Here we go. This is Stepperton Tour at 532 meters, and this is our last tour of the day. So yeah, here we are. We're just gonna have a look around, have a bit of a recce, see if we can find a camping spot for the night. So I'll bring you back if we find somewhere. I hope you can hear us all right. The mic's packed in again, so apologies. But we are on Stepperton Tour, and this is where we're going to camp for the night. We've had to have a really good look around because it is boggy and wet from the storm, but we have found this area here. Monkey's setting up already. I'm going to stick mine here. You've seen the X-Dome getting set up 1,000 times before, so I'll bring you back once it's done. And here we are, a long time later, finally set up. Like I said before, Monkey is thinking about buying it. Well, he is going to buy one of these, so he wanted me to bring it out. The thing that took the time, the tent took 2 minutes to put up. The thing that took the time there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guy lines on there. But again, you can't really see it on the video, but it is very solid for a light tent. It's supposed to be down to a chill factor of -3 as well, so this is going to be a good tester for this tent and for me tonight, if I'm honest. Looking inside, I've got all my bags there with my warm kit, my electronics and my waterproofs. I've got a Highlander foil mat underneath my big Agnes
Rapide SL, which is the long mat, and I've got my EV900 and my Trekology pillow underneath that, and just at the base I've got my Alpkit Hunker bivvy bag that I can put over if things get a bit rough or get a bit cold. I can put that over and it'll give me a little bit more protection, a little bit more warmth. Lovely big vestibule, and in there it fits my backpack no problem at all. Got all my brew kit, all my food, stove, treats for tonight, Mountain Dew, peanut M&Ms, and 2 litres of water. And that's my setup. And as I go along, it's a monkey. Look what he's got. The Yank tank, the Limpet, the QEU Stormstar. Now everyone on my channel knows I've got this version. I've got the complete grey one, and I'll be honest with you, I like this colour more, but because I might use the Stormstar in some places where you're not supposed to camp. This is Dartmoor, we're allowed to camp here, but I've got the grey one just to blend in a little bit more. But yeah, look at this. This doesn't... Everyone who knows anything about wild camping now knows that this doesn't really need any introduction, but what I do like doing is just grabbing it, giving it a shake and just seeing that nothing happens. Yeah. So, and also he's showing off the Hikeman ground sheet, and as you can see, pretty perfect actually.
30 quid,
yeah, which is really good.
perfect.
Yeah, he's got all his food and all his water there, and he's got a double setup there because of the lovely Maya. Yeah. So he hasn't got his sleeping bag out, but he gets all that out later on, just before, just after the dog's settled.
The dog, yeah. I don't want the dog getting all my lovely dry kit wet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I mean, look at that.
It's like a hotel room.
It is, and I feel like should have bought mine. I do. But you wanted to see the X-Dome.
Yeah, thank you.
So
thank you very much.
If I suffer tonight, it's your fault.
That's what good friends do. Right, so thank you very much, mate. I'm more than happy that you've done it for me. Thanks, Marco.
You're welcome, mate.
And I will be buying one. It's my birthday next week, so I am going to get off my birthday. But yeah. I won't use it this time of year though.
He's an idiot. So the sun's about to set now, and the temperature has really dropped. But let's just take you over to the edge so you can have a look. There's no one else about now. Just me and Monkey. The wind at the moment is sort of heading this way, so this clump of rocks here is sheltering us. Hopefully it won't change in the night. I think it's time to think about getting some hot water on, getting a brew on. Okay, so the sun has set, and with that the temperature has really started to drop. I've got my thermometers out. It's showing 0.5 degrees outside at the moment. So I've been out chatting with Monkey for a bit, but we're both in our own tents now just to stay out the wind a bit. It is very, very cold. It's going to be a good test of the equipment tonight. So I'm going to get some food on now, then get a hot chocolate on. What do we have on the menu tonight? In here, I have a rehydrated meal. That's been sitting for 15 minutes. And we have adventure food, chicken curry. What I love about these adventure foods is they really do bulk out. So there is a good portion in here. Right, either I haven't stirred that right, or that's minging. Let me give it a good stir. Give it the benefit of the doubt. That's not nice, guys. That's a shame. The pasta meals on this are amazing, really good. The carbonaras and the pastel salmon and the spag bowl are brilliant, but the rice, like this one, is not nice at all. I'll have to get Old Faithful out and try and salvage it a bit. On a really cold night as well. I was looking forward to a good bit of food.
We'll be cooking up birthday.
A chicken curry, mate, and it's not nice. Okay, so I've got hot chocolate on the go, and it's warming up my hands nicely. Struggled to boil the water though, actually. I had to take the gas canister off and put it in my pocket for a little while. It's an extreme gas bottle, but the temperature is 0.2 degrees now, and it struggled to boil. So anyway, we got there in the end. And I think it's a good time to catch up on today. It's been a really nice walk, and it was nice to meet Dave from Dave Does Hiking. The weather's been great. It's been clear. And yeah, it's been a lovely walk so far. We are on the top of Steeperton Tor, and I think the wind chill is a lot colder than 0.2 degrees. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to close up everything and get in my sleeping bag, because my feet are like ice cubes and my hands are like ice cubes at the moment. I was speaking to my dad a couple of days ago, and he mentioned that one of his very old school friends from when he was 5 or 6 years old watches the channel. So to Anne Atkinson, if you're watching this, thanks for watching. I can see a few torches actually flickering around the moors as well, so there's people still out and about. It looks like it's going to be a clear night as well. If I am up later on and the stars are out, I'll see if I can get some pictures for you. It's 1:30 in the morning. The wind has really picked up, and it's changed direction, which is a little bit concerning. So I'm getting the brunt of this wind onto the side of the tent, not at the end of the tent, and it is buckling in quite a bit. There's now a 95% chance of rain in the next hour or so, so I'm just debating whether to go out and just check the guy lines, make sure everything's okay. In fact, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Could do with the toilet as well. Don't think I'm going to get much more rest tonight, unfortunately. Don't know whether you can see that, but I'm really quite concerned about how much wind is coming against this. So the wind, when I set up, was coming this way. So I was sheltered by this nice big rock. And that, according to the forecast, was how it was going to stay. But now, all of a sudden, as you can see, it's now coming this way. So it's hitting the tent side on. And it's buckling in quite a lot. This skyline seems to be doing a good job, but there's a lot of stress here. I mean, it's sturdy. It's very sturdy. But it's just this bit I'm worried about. You can see it. I have a trekking pole. What an idiot. I have a trekking pole. I'm going to try that. Right, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I have a trekking pole, and obviously you can put them up. So I've never done it before, so I'm just going to get off camera and quickly do it, and then if it works well, I'll bring you back. I have one trekking pole, and I've installed it, and it seems to have made it a bit more sturdier. I'm just going to go outside and check it again from the outside to see how it's faring. Right, that seems to have improved it a little bit. The winds are a steady 27, 28 miles an hour with gusts of 35 at the moment, and it is due to get a little bit worse as the night goes on, so we're just going to have to see how it goes. I think what I am going to do, just to be a little bit more prudent, is I've got a lot of kit out at the moment, so I think I'm going to pack away as much as what I can now. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, and then if I have to bail at short notice, then there's not a lot to do. I think I'll just leave my sleep system out and pack everything else away. So I'm going to get that done now. Before I do go to bed, I just thought I'd show you. I've just thought about this pole a bit more. I've moved it just over to here where it's level with this peg out point, and pushed it out as much as I dare. And I think that's more sort of halfway between that edge and there, and that edge to there. So it actually, that seems to have made quite a bit of difference as well. So keep everything crossed for me, guys. Well, good morning YouTube. It's 6:15 in the morning, and as you can see, the tent is absolutely dancing. And as you've seen earlier, we've had gusts of 40 mile an hour plus, and every possible guide point, as you've seen, has been guyed down. The wind has shifted again. It's coming in from this direction now. It's hitting that corner, so that corner keeps buckling in a little bit. I don't know whether the guys have loosened or not. I don't know actually. I think it might be the inner fly that's, the wind's getting underneath and the inner fly is dancing around a bit, but I think the outer shell is actually doing all right. But we'll find out when we go out later on. But I'm not going out yet. I'm not going out until it's lighter. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and probably contemplate getting some breakfast on and getting a coffee on. In the words of Elton John, well, kind of, we're still standing. Look at that. Oh, the gas is really struggling this morning. Hopefully I get enough to get a hot drink in me, because that would be really good. But it's this extreme gasp, and it's really struggling in the cold, so I'm not quite sure what to do there. Might have to have a rethink about this one. But anyway, I'll bring you back if I've got a nice hot coffee on the go. Thankfully, we have a nice bit of boiling water. Inside, I've got my sausage and beans, but that's going to stay in there for probably about 10 minutes now. And while that's going on, I'm going to pack up everything else, my sleeping system and everything ready to go. And as soon as that sun's up and it's showing signs of daylight, we're getting off the top of this tour. Okay, time for some breakfast. Oh, that is toasty hot. Whew, that is nice. A bit too hot though to hold. Sausage and beans. God. I don't know if you can see it, but this pole is putting in a hell of a shift. If it wasn't for this pole, I think probably would have lost this tent last night. So impressed, so impressed. Don't know whether you can hear it as well, but it is absolutely hammering it down outside. Not looking forward to packing the tent up, that's for sure. Oh well, worry about that in a minute. Let's enjoy some nice hot food. Getting something warm inside you just sets you up for the rest of the day, because I think we've got about 5 miles back to the car park. So. Now I'm going to brave the elements, get outside and get this tent down, and then start making our way back to the car via 4 tours. However, if that's not viable because it sounds pretty brutal out there, we're just going to hightail it back to the car. If I can film any of it taking it down, I will. Okay, let's see what it's like outside. Oh, Jesus. Right, let's get out. You know, this is the X-Dome ultralight tent, and once it's guyed out, it's still standing. That's all I could say. Right, no messing around now. I need to get this down. I don't know how much of this you'll see, but I'll just leave the camera running. First thing I'm doing is attaching this guy line to my backpack. Right, that really wasn't easy, but that's the tent away. Leave no trace. I'm just going to get my kit out the wind and then go and give Monkey a hand. God, that's better. Woo!
That was fun. Yeah.
Got him?
Yes, lovely. Yeah, that wind's definitely come that way now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good camp, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thurston got a big tick in the box.
Fucking right it did. Absolutely right it did.
Okay, we're off. Off heading back to the car. It's not pretty, it isn't great, but we've got all our kit away and we're getting the hell off of this tour. There isn't going to be no messing on these tours. I think there's 3 or 4 on the way back. I'm just going to bag them because I've not ticked them off yet. If I can turn the camera on and show you, I'll show you. If not, you'll just have to take my word for it. I am an honest person. And plus, I've got a witness.
Monkey,
Yes, mate.
what the hell happened last night?
Well, it's my idea. I planned this walk, and I thought we'll keep on Steventon. Not really realising that this much wind this morning and this much rain, but we did it. We achieved. Our tent stood up, our kit stood up.
Yeah.
We didn't really have any problems. I didn't in the Storm Star. I don't think so I did really either.
Nah.
But it was a great test. It's a lovely tour to kip on, I must admit. Down in the valley now, and getting a bit of respite from the wind. Still hear the wind though, can't you? It's still really bad. But no, I thought I had a really comfortable night. I enjoyed it.
Good, good.
You've got to test yourself.
Yeah, you have. And we're on a nice path now to Oaky Tor, is it?
Tor, yeah,
Oaky Tor. And up there, that's where these two idiots camped out last night. Right, let's push on. Oaky Tor, 466 metres. We're just going to pick this track up again and we're heading off in that direction there. Whew. A little bit blowy. Apologies if you can't hear me, but Mike has given up again. Higher Tor, I hope you can hear me. 470 metres. I'm not climbing on top of that in this wind. I'll end up flying back to the car else. Here we are, Belston Tor, and this is 479 metres. So this formation in front of us is called Belston Common, and that's where we're heading next. We'll be up over there and then down into Belston village itself where we finish. Right, so with the church bells going in the background, we're now hit Belston village, and I think that's a good time for us to summarise over the last 24 hours. First of all, it's really nice to meet Dave from Dave Does Hiking. If I haven't already said it before, check his channel out, Dave Does Hiking. Really nice chap, and some really good videos. The route itself was done by Mr. Monk. How do you think that went, mate?
Yeah, I thought it was a great route. Straight out of the car up over to Coston was a bit of a killer straight off the bat. But once we were up, we were levelled out across the top. And yeah, lovely walk, lovely circular walk. It's been a bit tough this morning, but we've had the wind at our backs, haven't we, mate? Yeah. So it's been, it's almost been pushing us along. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything about it. Great camp. Tent towed up, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Morning
guys.
Lots of young people out on the moors today.
Yeah, tent tours, training, going out. We're happy to be going home, and these guys are just heading out for the day. So yeah, we're going to go next to the fireplace now. Morning, guys. Right.
Morning. So yeah, I don't think we can add much more to that, mate. It's been a great little trip. Thanks for coming down, Chris.
That's right. Morning.
Coming down. It is much appreciated every time you do. Sorry you've got a 3 hour journey back home now. But one of them things, we've got to do it, haven't we?
Yeah, and it has been good fun. It's been a great test for the Durston, great test for the Storm Star as well, actually. So I think you're sold on the Durston, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely getting that.
Yeah, morning.
Get that for myself for my birthday.
Yeah.
100%. I won't be using it in weather like that.
Yeah, and you know what? If I haven't already said this before, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. The weather coming down was gusting up to 15.
Easy.
Was it? 15 miles an hour, and
Yesterday afternoon.
yeah, and it was nice and sunny, and that was the weather forecast. So I didn't intentionally go out in a Durston in bad weather because that would have been just stupid.
But it's Dartmoor.
Yeah.
It does what it wants.
Yeah.
You know, it's cruel mistress. You've got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Not that you weren't, because I knew that tent was going to stand up to that last night. It's just you. You know, everyone knows what you're like now.
Yeah.
In the nicest possible way. You just panic a bit too much, but that's fine. That's you. That's your makeup.
Yeah.
I was safe in the storm stuff. I was happy.
Well, at least I know now that Durston, once it's guide and pegged in, it can take winds up to plus 40 miles an hour, which is bonus.
Easy, yeah. With a trekking pole.
Oh, that trekking pole, doing that trekking pole was a game changer, absolute game changer. Right, we sound like a bunch of old guys with all these young ones walking past. So we're going to sign off now. But all I want to say is thank you to Monkey.
Thanks very much, mate. Enjoyed that.
Yeah,
thanks to Dave as well. Thanks to Dave.
And thanks to Dave. And all that's left to say to you guys is take care, stay safe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Peace out, brothers.
Peace out.